So, good evening, students. I am Professor P.B. Ingde, and today we have to conduct the lecture number 3rd on unit number 3, solar energy applications. Okay, and what is the name of the subject? The subject name is non-conventional energy sources and system. So boys, today we have to discuss about the 4 application of solar energy: solar furnace, solar dryer and thermal ball. So these 4 application today we have to learn. So let's first of all we discuss about the solar furnace. So discussion of the solar furnace. So furnace means what is? Furnace means one, if you means found electrical furnace or mechanical furnace. So what is the use of the furnace? The furnace used in manufacturing industries, right? Means whatever the material we have, irons, copper, zinc. So this material is melt in a furnace. So after melting this material, then this material we have to use in different application purposes. Okay, because in furnace we have to getting a very high temperatures. So we have to melt the materials inside a furnace. Okay, so these are operated electrically or mechanically, means we have to require their powers, we have to require the electricity. But students, we have to do the solar furnace also, means non-conventional furnace. This furnace is operated with the help of solar energy, means this is the renewable energy source which can be used again and again. So in furnace we have to getting a very high temperature. So at this high temperature we have to use a different type of the specimen materials at a particular high temperature, and at this high temperature our scientists or researchers do the lot of study on these materials which is very high temperatures. Means this high temperature material we have to use for different reaction purposes also. Okay, so let's we discuss the solar furnace. So what is here, boys? So what is we use? The parabolic concentric collector is used. Parabolic concentric collector. We know that parabolic concentric collector is gain a lot of temperature because maximum amount of the radiation is focused on these receivers. So here is a use the parabolic, or parabolic means parabolic dish type. This is nothing but the parabolic concentrator means parabolic dish type. Parabolic dish type. This receiver is nothing but the focus. Okay, this receiver is placed at the focus of this parabolic dish concentrator. So from the sun we know that the solar radiation is incident. Where is incident? It is incident on a heliostat. So in front of this, what is, we have to put up the heliostat. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. So different heliostat we have to put up there, and this heliostat focus the solar radiation where? On this concentric collectors, and from this concentric collector it is reflected toward the receivers or toward the furnace. This receiver is nothing but the furnace, right? So see boys, here the solar radiation is incident. This is the solar radiations come from the sun, incident on a heliostat, and from this heliostat reflected toward this concentric collectors, and from this concentric collector it is reflected toward these receivers. Another way, if you observe, this is the solar radiations incident on a heliostat. From the heliostat it is reflected here, and from this it is reflected toward the receivers. Another way, suppose this solar radiation is incident on this heliostat. From this heliostat it is reflected here, and from once again towards the receivers. So such type of the multiple reflection will be there. Okay, from by the using of the solar furnace. Lot of multiple reflections, right, from the solar energy incident here reflected toward the concentric collector, from this concentric collector toward the receivers. So due to the multiple reflection, the high temperature gain in a receivers. Okay, so then whatever the material we have to put in receiver, so this materials melt down. So this melt material we can use for various application. Then another way, if you put any pessimum or any scientist researcher do the research work, they put their pessimum in the receiver and getting a very high temperature, and different type of the reaction will be there. So zinc, zirconium, magnesium, irons, different type of the material we can use in a receivers. Okay, so this is the simple explanation about the solar furnace. Now another boys, we have to discuss the second application, solar dryer. Okay, so solar dryer. So solar dryer means what is? It is used for drying purpose. Okay, so for which drying purpose? It is used for agricultural food materials. Okay, agriculture purposes. This solar dryer used for agricultural foods. Yes or no? Yes. Means we know that in our conventional methods, what is we people do? We people do means, suppose our mother or our sister prepare the some aloo chips, right, or some different materials. Or suppose we have the some food grains, then we have the some what is, we have the different type of the elements, chilies. So what is we do for drying purpose? We just keep in our open grounds, right? So when you put in open grounds, what happen? There is a lot of chances of what is, the insect is directly mixed with this food grains, right? Suppose unfortunately the gate of our buildings or our house is open, so any animal is come like goat or cows and just eat all our food grains, right? Then another is disadvantages. What is there? Suppose the wind is flow, so this wind is associate lot of dust, okay, particles, so this also mix with your feed grains. So these are the various drawbacks in our conventional dryings, and day by day the population will be increases. Okay, so and we required a fast drying process. Okay, in conventional we are not do the fast, we require the too much time from drying the different various products, chilies, aloo chips, then rice papad, right? Different in our mother or sisters do all these delicious foods. So we can't use the conventional method. What is, we use the non-conventional method by using the solar dryer to drying the food grains, aloo chips, or different type of the atoms. Okay, chilies, dates. Then we have a lot of another products, tomato chips also, banana chips, like that. So this solar dryer have the two types, passive type, okay, and another is a what is, force type. So first of all we discuss the which type, passive type cabinet solar dryers. Okay, which one? Passive type cabinet solar dryers. So let's see the construction. So what is here constructed? So this is the frame, this is the outer here. Okay, so this is the cabinets, I wrote down here name, right? This is the cabinets will be there, which is made by the our wood materials, then provide the proper insulation to avoid the heat losses. Okay, then this is the what is, this is the transparent cover glass, this is the transparent glass. From the sun, what is, from the sun, the solar radiation is incident on this glass. Okay, so whenever the solar radiation incident on the glass, what is, the heat is transferred inside the this, what is, inside the solar dryers, right? So when heat is passed, what is boys here, we have to put up this tray will be theirs, perforated trays. Okay, look at these trays will be theirs, perforated means which have the small holes, just our filters, if you observe the filters of rice grain or wheat grain, so such type of the perforated filter we have to put up on the trays. Means this tray is nothing but the perforated trays having the small openings, holes will be there. Okay, this one. Then this perforated trays we have to make the black coating. Why made the black coating? Because which observe the lot of radiations. That's why we made the black coating to this perforated trays. Okay. This is the outlet. Okay. And here is the inlet, cold air in. So this is the ground positions. Ground. So boys and girls, at the ground the cold air will be present. Okay. The solar radiation is transferred in a solar dryer passing through this transparent cover glass and incident on these perforated trays. Okay. So at this bottom position there is a openings. Look at this opening, 1, 2, 3, like that. We have to provide the gates. From these gates the cold air will be entered. The cold air is enter inside the solar dryers. Okay, and this air become heated. Yes or no? Yes. And whatever the moist air, this moist air is also become heated. Okay, and heat is supplied over this food. Suppose you put the different type of the foods here or chilies. Yes or no? Yes. Then chips. So this air is circulated toward these food materials, then this, and finally it is exhausted from the outlet chambers. From outlet means what is this hot air having very high density, so which is come out at the top positions, cold air is enter in this bottom position. So because of this means lot of heat exchange will be there, and heat is this hot air is come from this outsides. Okay, so means our drying time is reduced by using the solar dryers. Insect not directly contact with your foods, that's why our food is not contaminated. Then no effects of any wind, or along with the winds any moisture is come out, no problem, because it is not directly made this contact. Okay, so this is the advantages of the solar dryer by using the passive methods. Now another this figure number 2 of solar dryer. This is figure number 1. So this is the what is forced circulation cabinet solar dryers. So why the name it is called as the forced circulation? So simply we have to use the blower. We have to use the blower, and this blower is connected to these solar dryers. Okay, and this blower is operated with the help of external powers. Okay, and this blower to force maximum volume of air inside the solar dryers. Maximum volume of air we have to supply inside the solar dryer. That's why it is called as the forced circulation. Force means with the help of this fan, with the help of this blower, transfers the larger amount of the air. Here this is the natural circulations. The air is entered here, after heating is come out. So this is the natural process, but this is the artificial process. By using the blower, larger quantity of the air is transferred here. Okay, so see here, this is the blower, this is the first glass one. Okay, the solar radiation is incident on the glass core. After heating this air is lifted in where? Upward directions. This is our trays. On the trays we have to put the food. Okay, different type of the foods, dates, then what is chilies, okay, tomato chips, then potato chips, different time we have to put here. this hot air is make the contact with this food material. This is the hot air. This is the hot air. Yes or no? Yes. This hot air circulated, right? And to remove the moisture from this food material as early as possible, and we can easily dry the food materials. Okay. And then finally from this gate outlet to the moist air is removed. Okay boys, so this is the simple explanation about the force type solar dryer to dry the our food materials. Okay, so now we have to discuss the another applications of the solar energy. What is the space heating or space cooling? Space heating or space cooling means to cool the rooms or to heat the rooms, or means to cool the buildings or to heat the buildings. So for a space heating or space cooling, this will be do by using the solar energy applications, right? So how this passive heating and passive cooling is operated? So this will be operated with the help of this Trombe wall. So Trombe is a scientist from a country of France who was designed this passive heating and passive cooling methods by using a solar energy. Okay, so see here boys and girls how it is operated, this Trombe wall for heating purpose and for cooling purpose of a space heating. Space heating or cooling. So the window is placed toward the south direction of the face, south directions, face toward the south. So this is the window, you see here, this is the window. Okay, nothing but the what is we call glazing. This glazing is connected in front of these Trombe walls. Okay, the wall will be there, the wall. Okay, Trombe wall, we call this wall is nothing but the Trombe wall. Another name is this Trombe wall, what is thermal storage walls. So this wall, our wall of the house, in front of the wall house, what is there is the glass is connected, glazing or window will be connected. Okay, this one in between there is a gap of 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter, we place the gap 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter gap in between this glass. And so from the sun, the solar radiation is incident on this glass surface. Okay, on this glass, and the gap in between, what is we know what is 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter. So at the same time, what is here, from the room the cold is air enter from the bottom position of the ventilator V1s. Okay, so from this ventilator V1, the cold is air is enter, and in between this gap the cold air is heated. Okay, and after heating this air, this heated air is rising in upward direction, and from this ventilator V2 of the wall, this heated air is come again inside the room and the room become heated. Okay, so look at the boys here, bottom position cold is air, in between the heated the air, and this heated air is circulated inside the room. So we have to do the which method? Heating methods of buildings, rooms or hospital or whatever. So this is called as the passive heating methods, and this method used in a winter seasons. Okay, Trombe wall. Now another method is what is passive cooling. This method used in a summer. So what will we do here? Similar, this is the Trombe wall, nothing but the what is the name? Thermal storage wall. Inside our room, on the another side, we have to provide the one gate, one ventilator, at the bottom positions. So we have to getting the which air is there, cold air. This cold air is enter in a room, and we know that this cold air having a very low density or high density, high density. So it is always in bottom position, cold air. So this cold air is come from this ventilator V1 and come in between this gap, glass and walls. So we know from the solar energy, the solar radiation incident on the glass, this heat is transferred in between this gap, this thermal wall and this wall having the gap, and in between this gap the air is heated. So what happen here, boys, in summer season, the heated air is come from this ventilator 2, okay, and this will be connected at the glass, and this hot air is come out from this summer season applications, okay. So here this ventilator is closed of the wall. Here is ventilator of the wall is open in winter, but here this ventilator is closed. But which ventilator is open? The ventilator of the glass, and this heated air is come outside, transfer into the atmosphere. So automatically the cycle will be set up here automatically by the natural circulations. So from this gap the air is come, it is come in between, and this, so automatically the gap is set up and move the air. So automatically inside this room, which air will be fill up? Only the cold air is fill up, not the presence of any hot airs. Why? Because at the bottom position only the cold air is enter in a room. Why? Because it had the high density, and heated air automatically is removed from this ventilation V2 into the surroundings. Okay, boys and girls. So this is the simple explanation about the Trombe wall for passive heating methods and passive cooling methods. Okay, so today we have to learn the solar furnace, solar dryer, passive force circulation, Trombe wall, passive heating and passive coolings. So our remaining application we will be learned in our next lectures. So if you like my videos, to share my videos with your friends. Okay, so thank you very much.